Hello everyone, welcome to Nisantic Expo, where we have the most important betta show of the year in Asia this year, and I'm going to show you a little bit what kinds of fish were first placers around here, and then later I'm going to show you the rest of the expo, assuming that it's not too loud or I don't get too distracted by people coming up to me and asking stuff. So let's have a look. Here we have a first placing red crown tail. Now, just in case you're not that familiar with the show circuit of betta fish worldwide, Area 6, so Asia, Southeast Asia mostly, tends to have the most impressive show fish on an average scale. They also have the largest shows in the world. So this show had around 1,200 entries. Now here is my favorite form and color, a white crown tail, which is hiding behind the labels, but I love whites and I'm obsessed with them. So there you go, one of my favorite fish in the show, due to personal preference. We have a black lace crown tail, or often also known as black orchid. Actually, this is a cross ray. You can see the caudal rays, they cross each other when he fully flares. This is very desirable for just personal preferences. People love buying cross rays because they're more rare than normal V rays or double rays. They aren't, however, necessarily preferred in shows, but they are more impressive. I do agree with that. So here we have a gold mascot crown tail. By the way, Indonesia is the place for crown tail lovers to come to because they have the largest amount of crown tail breeders. A lot of the breeders here specifically only or almost exclusively breed crown tails. The first crown tail ever was also bred here in Indonesia. I had the honor of meeting the creator of that first crown tail yesterday, where he received a lifetime award for his achievement. So if you're looking for any really high quality crown tails, Indonesia is the place where you'll find those. No other country has such a huge amount of people specializing in crown tails and actually producing fish that are amazing. It is so hard sometimes to raise a crown tail that will remain with straight rays, like these crowns. Right? Oftentimes they will start to curl or they'll bend. They just won't be nice and straight anymore. And obviously that's very undesirable. And you want a crown tail to have perfectly straight rays. Often they might have somewhat straight rays as a baby, but hello, Mr. FC Sue. But then once they grow larger, those rays will start to bend or curl or become uneven in length, all that kind of stuff. So these are all first placing fish, by the way. In Asia, again, we have the largest amount of crown tail classes, or any classes really, because they have so many fish. And here are 3 more first placers. A beautiful royal blue crown tail. Now sadly, around here, you're actually not able to buy fish in a show unless you happen to know the breeder or the entrant, and the entrant or the breeder happens to be here and you talk to them and they might be willing to let go of a fish, but there is no official sale of showfish. So that's the one really sad thing about Asian shows, because I'd love to have some of the fish here. Look at this beautiful copper plakat. This is a second placer, by the way. The one we had before was a third placer. Alright, so let's go back to the first placing fish and have a look at this cellophane half moon. Super clear color. It's totally normal that you see a little bit of pinkish, reddish coloration in the finnage. These fish do still have veins and everything, so the blood has to go somewhere. That's normal. But in general, super clean color. And look at this beautiful yellow double tail. Beautiful form. Very clean, especially for a double tail half moon. Somewhere down here lies a blue double tail half moon that just can't be bothered to deal with the show anymore. Ooh, more whitefish. Let's stay with the first placers. Some of these fish have darker water now. During judging, that is not allowed. So all the fish have to have clear water during judging. But once judging is over, if you feel your fish would do better with some almond leaves or whatever, you can just add that on. Beautiful red double tail half moon. And now to one of the most unique fish I have spotted until now. Look at his color. Isn't this cool? I haven't actually tried to count how many colors he has. Let's see. And he has this purplish sheen. He's yellow in the ventrals, he has white, he has red, he has blue, he has cellophane, black. This was the best of division half moon. So of all the first placing half moon males, he was picked to be the best one. And he likes to swim behind his best of division sticker. Really stunning fish. Alright, so let's see. Ooh, a Dumbo male. I'm Matt. So, look at this Dumbo male. He actually has speckles on his pectorals. Usually Dumbos are going to have totally white pectorals, but this is really cute. And they're huge and they're not broken. This is actually a really good achievement for Dumbos because they still tend to have very torn pectorals oftentimes, especially once they get large. But this fish has really strong rays in the pectoral as well. Very cool. And here's a first placing and best of division giant. Huge fish. Stunning. Really stunning. Beautiful. And quite large. Which is the point of a giant, right? Then they have, just next to the giant, a junior half moon, blue butterfly, that is probably scared of the giant and obviously hiding behind his best of optional sticker. And then we have the famous best of showfish. This time A copper crown tail won Best of Show. His deportment is really amazing. He's constantly flaring, constantly displaying himself. His rays are beautiful, his color is beautiful. Super straight. You can see the individual rays really well. Then here we have a double tail half moon. A colorful fish with a really strong body who is tired of this show. And here we have the last two first placers that are put here in the first placing row. This is the best of traditional form, I think. So best veil tail that was in the show. Sadly, there weren't a lot of veil tails in the show at all. So I really hope that veil tails start becoming more popular in the rest of Southeast Asia, not only in Thailand. Because so far around here, they're almost exclusively shown in Thai local shows, but not in IBC shows. This is a crown tail female. As you may have noticed, you didn't see a lot of females standing here because in Asia, they don't actually show females in the regular classes. They're all optional. Someone's feeding their fish with mosquito larvae, black mosquito larvae. These are literally baby mosquitoes, so if your fish will not finish all this food, you're gonna have mosquitoes in your house. They are, however, the best food probably that you can possibly get for your fish. They have a very high protein and not that high of a fat content as far as I know. So if you have a chance to feed your fish with black mosquito larvae, do so. But maybe just wear mosquito repellent or something, or yeah, you know. So, just to give you a little overview before I stop this live video and then start another one later on to show you the rest of the expo. This is an overview over the betta show. There are 3 racks that are really long, or actually 6 if you want to be exact, but 3 rows of racks with so many fish. So this is, by the way, the class list. So let's see, we have in the half moons, we have 9 classes: red, black, dark iridescent, light solid, bicolor or butterfly, marble or grizzle, metallic dark, metallic light, and multicolor. Then in the double tail division, we have long finned double tails, dark solid, light solid, pattern, metallic, dark or light, and multicolor. In the crown tail long fin division, we have red or black, dark iridescent, light solid, bicolor butterfly, marble grizzle, black lace, metallic dark, metallic light, or multicolor. So also 9 classes, just as many as we have in half moon. In the plakat division, we have 11 classes because there are so many plakats, and actually the plakat classes often are the largest classes, especially the marble and multicolor classes. And then we have giant classes 4. So the giants are becoming very popular here as well. Then optional classes. So they have a lot of optional classes here, just as many as regular classes. Right? So optional classes, any club can choose to offer any optional class if they wish. Around here, there's a very common set of optional classes, which is the ones that are listed here, but they did add a few more. So all the female classes are optional, junior classes are optional, and form and finnage classes are optional. Traditional classes are optional, but not usually ever offered in most IBC shows around here, so this is kind of special at this show. Then wild type classes are also optional, so Then we have also trial classes. Oh wait, sorry. The traditional classes are are more often shown nowadays than before, and these show classes are specific to this show. So, let's have a look. We have here a lot of placard classes. So D7 marble placard class starts over here and ends over here. I have not counted how many fish are in there, but you can see there are a lot. Then we have a full class just for grizzled placards, which is really cool because you don't really see grizzle a lot outside of here. I rarely see grizzle fish in Europe ever. So I really think it's cool that they have their own class and that they have so many entries. Oh, that's a fish that doesn't belong in this class. I'm not sure who put him here. He's also not marked for this class, but this is a really cool candy. Yeah. Yes. Okay, can we later? I'm just taking a video now. Thank you. A lot of people actually come up to me and want to take pictures because I guess not a lot of European betta players come and visit, or betta judges or betta breeders even come to Asia to shows. So when someone does, they're all very excited. And I do believe that we should travel more around the world and not just within our area. And really, flights to Asia are really not that expensive compared to, you know, the cost that you incur to go to a show somewhere around your area. You might be driving for hours and hours and then have to pay quite a bit for a hotel or something. And coming here, especially to Indonesia or Thailand, or anywhere around here in Southeast Asia, the hotels are really affordable, and the flights are often really not as much as you'd expect them to be. So it would be really nice if, you know, more people could travel around the world to other areas to join and be part of the worldwide betta hobby. So we have actually a lot of light solid placards here. This whole rack is light solid placards. So you have whites, yellows, oranges, cellophanes. Then here we have bicolor placards. Most of those are going to be dragons nowadays. And we have a lot of butterfly placards. So that's actually quite cool because you hardly see true butterfly placards outside of here. Although in placards it's really hard to achieve like a perfect coloration. A perfect coloration for a butterfly. Because mostly in placards you'll have a white rim like here, but this white rim is much too small to be considered a good butterfly, because the butterfly pattern should ideally consist of a 50-50 split between the two colors, or if you have three colors, a 1/3, 1/3, 1/3 split. This is cool, a red dragon butterfly. Okay, so next we have black placards. So here we have a lot of super blacks in the class. I really like super blacks. They just have something very special about them. I've always liked black goldfish too, by the way. My first goldfish was a black goldfish, so I was obsessed with that, and I find it very fascinating to see such fish. Oh, here we have a red placard class. All of these are red placards. And red placards are really popular around here in Asia. And nowadays they manage to breed fish that are super clean in color, as in you really don't want any blue glitters, or as we actually call it, iridescence on the body or the fins. And so you want a very clean red color for shows. And this has now been achieved in a lot of red placats, such as these two, for example. These are the second and third placing fish. So, let's see, what else do we have here? I'm not going to go through the entire show as detailed as I did now because you might be bored. But I just wanted to show you a bit of an overview. So we have the crown tails here. We have the red, the light solid crown tails. Then bicolor, butterfly. Ooh. And if I spot something, hello. If I spot something cool from afar, I'll zoom in a bit, just like now. Orange butterfly crown tail that just had a massive breakfast, I think. This is a really cool color that you very rarely see. Unfortunately, the finnage is not that perfect, which is why he didn't place, and he's quite small. But the color is very unique, because most of the time in butterfly class, you'll see fish with this coloration. So like a bluish body and red fins. And then either they're going to be bicolor, which means only the body is one color and then the fins entirely are another color, or butterfly, where half of the fin ideally should be one color and the other half another color. So these are often referred to as mascots. So as you can see, most of the fish in this class are either blue with red fin or a red band, or blue with a yellow band. So you have the yellow or the red mascots. These are very popular around here. People really like this color. And then we have a few oddities, like here, where you have some really special color that, again, likely didn't place because the finnage isn't that perfect, and the color isn't that perfect either, but it is unique, so that's cool. And then here we have more of a light bluish body rather than the darker blue that's more common. And then here we have a copper red butterfly that is hiding behind the metal stand. Look at this dorsal, wow. Such beautiful rays. Yeah, he is flaring his dorsal, but he's too lazy to do anything else, apparently. Sorry about the loud background, by the way, but there's really nothing I can do about that because some other stand is trying to get all the attention. Then here we have a huge black lace crown tail class. This is the ones that often are referred to as black orchid. Let's just look at the two winners because generally this coloration looks or is supposed to look the same on all fish, approximately. So it's you have a black fish that has blue or steel blue color between their rays in their finnage. Look at these two stunners. So black lace crown tails are one of the very original colors of crown tails and one of the most popular, most bred crown tail colors around here. And then we have the new fancy colored crown tails in the shows. Fancy is not an official name or term according to any standard, but later, I'm taking a video right now. Can I, 5 minutes? Okay? One moment, please. Okay. yeah, again, some people would love to take some pictures, and I'm gonna stop filming in a bit in order to accommodate their requests. Because I'm taking live video now. 5 minutes? Okay, just wait, okay? I really love this color. It's so cool. Look at these colors. I really want to get some of those, but I don't, yeah, they're not actually marked for sale. This is so sad. Okay, so here we have some more butterflies. That were not entered in butterfly class, I'm not sure why, but and here we have some dark solids. So we have some coppers, some blues, more coppers, and a masked bluefish. Mask actually means that the color extends all the way over the entire head. So that's very desirable for metallic class. All right, we have junior classes, and these are just for fish that are smaller than they should be in a normal class, so they can't actually enter those classes. Then here we have the females. So we only have, of all the racks, we just have this and this rack that contain female bettas, and that's it. Everything else is male bettas. Ooh, look at this cool color of a double-tailed placa. All right, let's go a bit more through the rest of the show. We have a lot more juniors. Junior classes are very popular. Junior fish tend to have a lot less faults that are visible than fish that are actually large enough to enter the normal show, because a lot of faults develop once the fish is older, or you can only see them once the fish is older. A lot of candy and candy dragons, candy galaxies, all that stuff. Very popular right now around here. Another cool color. So let's see. We have form and finish class. So in this class, the color is completely disregarded, and the fish is only judged by its form and finish. Why did they enter this fish in form and finish? Hello. This is really cool. I love this color. It is oftentimes referred to as milk candy because the body is like whitish. Ooh, an orange samurai. That's cool. Very unique. Then we have form and finish half moon and form and finish double tail, where you'll probably find really amazing fish. And then red half moon class, multicolor half moon class, light metallic half moon class, with my personal favorite color, again, white. Wow, look at this fish, he's still flaring even though there's nothing actually to flare at. He can't see the fish next to him, and he's still showing himself. Yep, I really would want to take some of these fish. Ooh, look at this huge candy half moon. Really cool color, but the finish is not desirable at this length. It's just disproportionate toward, compared to the body. But the color is really cool. Sorry about this being so loud again. So we have some more light solid or bicolor butterfly half moons around here. Ooh, look at this super clean red dragon half moon. Wow. That's amazing. Red dragons have come so far. By now, it's actually possible to find red dragons that are as clean as this fish, that the body is just dragon and the fins actually barely contain any iridescence at all, which was nearly impossible a few years ago. The body color would always spill into the fins with dragonfish. So this is a great achievement that only has been seen in the past few years. Now let's see. Giants. Giant placots. So many giants. This whole rack is giant and junior giant. So we have a lot of these here. In so many different colors too. They're all placots though, as far as I can see. And let's see, how about the winners? Oh, here we have the giant winners. We have a super black, or black lace. And then we have a copper full mask. And a marble. Junior giant. I really hope you guys can actually hear me and are not too distracted by what else is being shouted around in the background. More giants. More giants and more giants. And then here we have some more large pectoral fish. So we have more dotted pectorals. Look at this fish. How cool is that? And even a mustard gas, again with dotted pectorals. Really beautiful. These are probably all red. They look like they're all related and they could have come from the same spawn. Also their numbers are consecutive, so I would assume that they're most likely all from the same spawn. Salamander and mustard gas can totally occur in the same spawn. That's the cool thing about bettas. You can have one spawn and so many different colors inside. Ooh, we're getting to the wild bettas. So we have the bubble nesters, small bubble nesters. This is Betta api api, the smallest currently described betta species existing. They're really tiny and red. These fish are fully grown. They're not going to grow anymore. Then we have Betta uberis. Wild betta species tend to be a lot less aggressive, but they tend to jump, which is why these are all specifically covered. We have Betta hendra, uberis, hendra, again api api, bordigala. As you can see, all the wild bettas have some leaves inside, and that is allowed even during judging because they tend to be, oh, thank you, because they tend to be very not dependent, but they're super stressed out if they don't have any tannins or if the water is just clear and there's absolutely nothing in the tank. They get really stressed out. So here we have Betta simorum, quite large mouth brooders. Then we have Betta mahachayensis, another small bubble nester from the Splendens complex. Betta mahachayensis was used in order to create the dragon coloration. So these were mixed with Betta splendens and then inbred and back-crossed in order to achieve the dragon colors. Wow, what is this? Look at this color. I wouldn't even know what to call this fish. This is so cool. Another candy. A lazy candy. He doesn't want to do anything. Oh, he does. Cute. By the way, how cute are these dividers? Look what they say. They have a sticker. Each divider has a sticker on them that says ready, get set, fight. So that's quite funny. We should do that in our show too. Maybe it would motivate some lazy fish to flare. Alright, so we have Betta chenoides, a small mouth-brooding species. Betta albimarginata, wow, that's a huge albie. Betta albimarginata again chenoides, again albimarginata. Rubra, and more rubra, and Furshi somewhere down here. I'm sorry, they're really hard to see because it's kind of dark. Then here we have Betta antuta, a huge fish, which therefore also has its own big tank. The partner is not here. That's odd. Here we have the famous and very popular Betta macrostoma. These are one of the most expensive, if not the most expensive wild Betta species. They are stunning specimens. Oh, here's the partner of Betta antuta, I would assume. Oh no, here's actually a whole pair. Interesting. Maybe the partner of the other one passed away. Wow, these fish, mouth-brooding bettas, they are so not aggressive. You could keep them as a pair or a trio or even a family oftentimes. It depends on the specific species, but in general, they're a lot less aggressive than our common bettas, or our show bettas. Alright, so I think we're actually done. Or maybe not. I don't think we showed these yet. Well, here we have all the double-tail long fins. A lot of racks, all double-tail long fin. That is, I believe, about it. Oh, here we have some junior half moons. Yeah, so I hope you really enjoyed the look into all the showfish that we have here at Nusantic at the Area 6 IBC convention of 2018. And if you have any more questions, just write them in the comments. And if you just want to see some specific fish more clearly, I'll be sure to try and take a video as long as I'm still here and post it in the comments. So thanks a lot for watching. And if you really liked it, just like the video and like my page, or share the video if you want, other people to see what kinds of beautiful fish we have here at the Nusantic show. So thanks a lot, and see you around, and check in for my next live video where I'll be showing the entire expo, where they have lots of other fish shows like goldfish show, koi show, guppy show, all kinds of, I don't know what else. Maybe they have a discus show, I'm not sure. I haven't actually had a chance to look at the rest of the expo yet, but I'll be sure to show you around in just a few minutes. Thanks a lot, bye!